क्या फर्क पड़ता है, कोई दिक्कत नहीं, पता नहीं, जो थारी राय सो मारी राय, nothing to do, nowhere to go, देखो सुनो मत भूलो, whenever, whatever you are, be 100% कर्नाटक, किसी को आओ मत कहो, किसी को जाओ मत कहो, ना कुछ पाना ना कुछ खोना, वो आस क्यों लेवल जीरो कंप्लीट लेवल, मौज में रहो, बी हैप्पी. श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्णा श्री कृष्ण. गुरुर्ब्रह्मा गुरुर्विष्णु गुरुर्देवो महेश्वरः, गुरु साक्षात् परं ब्रह्म, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः, तस्मै श्री गुरवे नमः. When we are studying, so that we get knowledge, but we also must know what is the language used for that subject. If we are unable to understand the language of that subject, what will be happening will be like this. Once I was sitting in my drawing room, so doing something with my laptop, and then I required a mouse. So I told somebody, hey, please don't mind, go to my study and get the mouse from there. So he went and came back with a mouse trapped in a cage. See? What he did was not wrong. He got the mouse. But what is the reference? See? Word is the same. Spelling is the same, pronunciation is the same, but what is the reference? When something is said without reference to context, if we want to understand, we will misunderstand. See how simple it is? In the same manner, whatever is told in our scriptures, the one thing what you all know is Bhagavad Gita. Now when we are studying Bhagavad Gita, we simply get lost only in arguments, academics, and try to tell others, teach others. One person, he asked me, Swamiji, I am following you and I am always fall short of examples. Where from you give so many examples? Can you give me some reference of a book that you are following so that I can use that joke, that example when I am teaching? I say, yes. What is the book? I said, you are the one. See? The reason is, when we are looking at the object, we look at the object. Yesterday I told you. But when we are looking at the mirror, we don't look at the mirror, we look in the mirror. Similarly, when we are studying the scriptures, we are not looking at the book, see? But we are looking at ourselves. So from every thing that is explained in the scriptures, with some stories, etc., we must have the ability to get the import of the statement. What is said in common English is, what is the moral of the story? If we are not able to understand the moral of the story, we get lost only in academics and erudition and scholarship. See? And such people, they are argumentative. They want to prove their point. See, friends. Therefore, when Arjuna was talking in the first chapter, what was his standpoint? First of all, he confessed, I am confused. He confessed. See? Brahmati vache me mana. Okay, you are confused. Then, from this story, what we have to understand, three things. We are practicing knowledge. When you are extremely happy, don't promise anything to anybody. Afterwards you'll regret. See? Second thing, when you are angry, never discuss anything with anybody. You will destroy yourself. And when you are confused, never take any decision. This is exactly what Arjuna did. When he says, Brahmati vache me manaha, I am totally confused. Then don't take decisions. But he made a decision. See, this is exactly our story. What a liar does, liar or a lawyer? I don't know, I am very poor in English. What a liar does, this is just example. I go to the lawyer and say, see, I have committed a murder, but you have to save me. He said, don't worry, I'll take care. And he gives me a Maha Mantra. When you are asked anything in the court, you have to only keep on telling only one thing in a dumb manner. What is your name? Ta ta. Did you kill her? Ta ta. No other reply. Only give this. So he said, okay. And then they gave the verdict. He doesn't know what he is doing. He is mad. Therefore, he should not be hanged to death. He should be relieved. So the lawyer comes and tells, see, I saved you. He is keeping quiet, the client. He said, what about my fees? Ta, ta. So what the liar does, first of all, he makes a decision that my client is innocent, is it not? Thereafter, whatever he will think, what will be that thought process to support our decision or to negate our decision? Think. My friends, this we have to remain aware. Normally what happens? We make decisions under the influence of personal whims and fancy. See how important it is. Decisions should not be made if you are confused. Give some time. And time is the best healer. But then we become overpowered by our personal likes and dislikes. As a result, our wisdom is clouded by these personal likes and dislikes. And then we make a decision. See? Most of the cases of separation, they are based on this. They are living together for so many years, and suddenly in somebody's mind a virus goes. See? What is that virus? Karo. Not corona. Karo. I don't want to. I want to say. And once it takes possession of that person, Unless that happens, he or she is not at peace. See? Therefore, we must have an altar in our life before whom we do not argue. Whatever is told, we follow it in letter and spirit. See, friends, how simple it is. So, practice of knowledge from Bhagavad Gita, what we have to understand. See, first make a decision and then think, or first think and then make a decision. See, how important it is. Now, what is that which compels us to go the wrong way? Only one thing: personal likes and dislikes. I like this, I don't like this. I want it, I don't want it. But before that, think cool. Therefore, Upanishad says, Tad vijnanatham gurumeva vigachet samit pani shrotriyam brahmanishtam. Therefore, we must have, what is Guru? Guru is the one from whom we learn. See, in Bhagavad Mahapuran, there is a story where Bhagavan Dattatreya is the Avadhuta, and he was asked this question: you are so much at peace with you. Who taught you? Who is your Guru? So he says, I don't have one Guru, I have got 24 Gurus. Those who are poor, they have got only one lungi, one shirt. Those who are rich, they have got hundreds of them. In the same manner, don't hold on to a person in your life. Hold on to a principle. And what is the principle? Principle is what Dattatreya Bhagavan said. He never said, who taught me what? He had 24 gurus, not one, 24. And he said, what I have learned from whom? See the difference? It's not Guru taught me, what I have learned. And who is his Guru? The 5 elements. Only one example I'll give. He said, from the space, I learned this. Now is the space talking to us? So who is a Guru? Sadguru is only one, because Sat is one. And that Sadguru is our ability to learn from every single experience of our life. Then we are devoted to the Guru Maharaj. See? And if we are not able to achieve that, then find out one altar before whom we do not argue, we do not question. Argument and question tries to prove how I am wrong and you are, how I am right and you are wrong. See, friends, you know the biggest obstacle for every intellectual is the logic. Logic can prove anything. See? And therefore, to avoid us from the trap of logic, it is said in our scriptures that vijnanatham guru meva vigachet. So Guru could be anybody. Who is that buddy before whom we do not argue? See how important it is. And what is the argument? Argument is how I am wrong and how he or she is right. Or how I am right and she is wrong. This is the only thing. Therefore, the practice of knowledge is we must not be enslaved by this virus of logic. See, friends, Now, once you take this, no logic, then you start working with this. See, I consider myself to be man, I am not a woman. I consider myself to be a sannyasi, I am not a grihastha. See? So, what is the logic? When I am in dream, see, take one example. A person took heavy lunch, and this is the story which comes with the reference to Ashtavakra Gita. And Janak Maharaj takes a good lunch, and he was just relaxing below a tree in his royal garden, so fresh and nice, just sitting there, and he dozed off. Siesta. Then, in that he dreamed that he was suffering from terrible pangs of hunger, and there was a famine everywhere, and he was searching for the food, and there was a big queue. Some rich person was distributing free food, so he also went and stood in the line. And when his turn came, some puri sabji was given, and one dog came and bounced on him and took the chapati from his hand. So he also started running after that and fell down, and his dream broke. Then he asked the question to all the wise people around. Tell me whether I, the King Janaka, was a beggar, or I, the beggar, is your Janaka king. Find out. Now, what is the logic? After you have eaten sufficiently, you are dreaming that you are hungry. What is the logic? Therefore, one principle we have to learn on the spiritual path: go beyond cause and effect. See? Cause and effect ties us down to this relative world. There was one child, somebody's house, and the parents always glorify the dumb children. So, Swamiji, my son is so intelligent, I want to teach him ABCD, but he doesn't learn. Because he asks a question, why A is like this? No, I can't explain. So I said, I'll tell him, don't worry. So I had my lunch, I said, hey, come. I sleep for 10 minutes and then you ask me, okay? So after 10 minutes I got up, I said, now start, let us write. A for apple, write like this. He took out the trump card. So Amiji, why A is written like this? Logic. So I showed him you see my hand? Yes. A is written like this. If it is not written like this, the hand will come down with a speed of 20,000 kilometers per second, and it will land on your face. That is why A is written like this. Okay, Swamiji. See? Then I asked, hey, what is your father's name? Ram. I said, very good. Now, see, this is how R, Ram. And A, just now we learned. What is that A? A, you see, so you are so intelligent. R, A. Then Ma, so M. M is written like this. Now Ram, your father's name. I was not teaching him, just playing. Then I told him, what is your mother's name? He said, Uma. I said, very good. Now, U is written like this, U. Now in that Ram, take out the M. So he do M. And A again from the Ram. So he do it. See, now this is your father's name, this is your name, this is your mother's name. Now let us go and sit outside. You pretend you don't know anything. I will also pretend I did nothing. You take the paper and start writing your father's name, columns after columns. So he started writing. Then his parents saw, hey dear, you are writing my name? What about mummy's name? Uma. Oh God, you are so intelligent. Of course, I learned. Now, what did I do? Tell me. Why? Because the sky is too high. See, friends, don't get lost in logic argument. Therefore, I do not entertain too much of question answers. It's only for this reason. See? Therefore, when Arjuna was arguing, what Bhagavan Krishna did? Same thing with what I did with the child. Bhagavan Krishna didn't tell Arjun in a decent language, Arjun, you are such a great warrior, you should not do this. He abused him. When Bhagavan said, Klaibhyam masma gama partha na etat tvai upapadyate, he said, don't yield to impotency. You can imagine, a warrior on the battlefield is labeled as impotent. Can there be more insulting than this? And because of that, he was shaken. And what is the shaking? Obsession of his own wrong thinking has to be thrown out. It is for this purpose we have to go beyond cause and effect. See? And for this, we must have an altar before whom we have no logic, no reason. Accept. Now this principle now apply on yourself. What is the logic that I am this body and I am not that body? What is the logic? As much that body I have not created, this body also I have not created. As much that body doesn't listen to me, this body doesn't listen to me. As much that gender is not under my control, my gender is also not under my control. See? Now on what logic we say I am this body? After this first error, then the second error. After body identification, then somebody is born. See? Now this whole principle will take step by step. Essentially, we are non-specific existence, just being. This is called Mukhyatma, the essential self. Mukhyatma. Now, this Mukhyatma expresses through the body as body. Then, after body identification, this Mukhyatma, the absolute reality, is called as Mithyatma, illusory self. Why illusory? Because I am body notion is not 24/7. It is only when we are awake. In the dream, I do not require my identification with the body. Still I continue to exist. In the deep sleep, I have no identification with the body, yet I continue to be. But then when this world begins, after body identification. So what we have to learn, the body is because of me or I am because of the body. When I am not identified with the body as in dream and deep sleep, yet I continue to exist. See? So the first fall from the absolute, unconditioned, non-specific being is identification with the body, and this is Mithyatma, illogical self. Mithya means what? that which appears but doesn't exist. See, if this one point you catch, you have done a great favor to yourself. See, the one which doesn't exist, you can't improve that. You can't destroy that. See? Like the reflection in the mirror. We stand in front of the mirror and a bird also stands. What is the difference? Are we fighting with the reflection in the mirror? But the bird, he takes it as real and starts fighting. So first of all, he will become miserable, somebody there, and then okay, let me go to do sadhana. And then he does yoga, and after doing yoga, open the eyes, still there, I think I should do pranayam. Then he does pranayam, and opens, again he's still there. Oh God, what should I do? I think I should do japa, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya, Om Namah Shivaya. Open, still there, oh God, what should I do? Let me investigate, inquiry. So he goes behind the mirror. He's not there, I know, he cannot be there. Again, oh God, he has come. Inquiry also didn't take it away. Somebody is there. He may do anything. The only way to get out of the illusion is to recognize illusion as an illusion. This is practice of knowledge. See, my friends, now you see this fight which happens between husband and wife. Before marriage, they were human beings, boy and a girl. Then they fall in love, dalal. And their hurting is called as marriage. Marriage in Hindi it is called as shadi. Shadi means that which changes the disha of your life. Ulta. Shadi, disha. And then they live for some time and then they realize their mistake. And then they divorce. Now, when divorce happens, where the husband goes, where the wife goes. They are there, both of them are there. Man and the woman, they are there. See? Now after the divorce, is the girl or the wife becoming a widow? Think. Then who died? The wife, the husband? Who died? This is practice of knowledge. In the same manner, when I am not identified with the body, do I die? No, I continue to be, but no more as a body. Now, after I am confirmed, I am body, then the second generation is born. That second generation is called as Gaunatma, the secondary self. First is the Mukhyatma, the essential self. One without a second. With the body, Mithyatma, illusory self. See? Then after the illusory self is born, I am confirmed, I am body. Thereafter, the next generation. I am mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, in-laws, outlaws, etc. How many generations? See? Now, one more. In the dream, there is a dreamer who is enjoying or suffering. That is called as the Pratibhasik Atma or imaginary self. Because the dreamer is limited only to one dream. Every dream has got a separate dreamer. He is not the same dreamer. So it is Pratibhasik, and therefore when we wake up from the dream, and do we worry about what happened in the dream? See, I had such a good lottery, $10,000 million, but I could not smuggle it to the waking. No. We don't bother. It's okay, it was just a dream. If you are clear with this, next step. We all have to lead our life in relation to something or the other. So, we become mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife, etc., etc. Good. But then, what is the next step? Next step is, if we are the seekers of truth, like for the waker, waking is important and real, not the dream and the dreamer. Exactly the same way, for the seeker of truth, husband, wife, mother, father, brother, sister, children is all only drama. Don't get carried away by them. We are essentially the seekers of truth. And when you are a seeker of truth, you will not be too much influenced by relational issues in your life. See? We all suffer only because of the relational issues. Relations with the inert thing, properties, wealth, and relation with reference to the beings, mother, father, brothers, etc. So these are the two burdens we are constantly carrying on our head as if they are real. Like the thing is in the dream, they appear real. This is another important principle. Nobody dreams the dream as a dream. During the dream, it is solid reality. After the sleep is over, then we say, oh, it was just a dream. See? In the same manner, a sincere seeker of truth, he is now awakening to something higher in life. And therefore, the issues pertaining to worldly possessions and worldly relations will no more be an issue in their life. This is practice of knowledge. You have done nothing. Change your focal length. That's all. So this seeker of truth, it is called as the Paramarthic self. Paramarthic, the one who has enough of this world, had been biting the piece of sugar cane in the mouth and taking all the juice out, swallowing it, and then throw it away. Exactly, the seeker of truth very much has enjoyed this life. Therefore, I told you, our satsanga is like a gym. Those who want solutions about this world, they will not come for our satsang. What is the reason? We are the problem. World is not the problem. See? Suppose I don't like this girl, I'll go away. But if I am fed up because of my mind, jaun to jaun kahan? Wherever I go, there I am. Therefore, friends, spiritual practice is based on knowledge, not on action. It's so important. Then one day you will discover this. Whenever you are disturbed, at the root of every disturbance, there is the seed of Mr. Somebody. See? I was in Delhi many years before, and next to my house, another house, And they had a very beautiful garden like this Amma's. So I got inspired. I said, okay, I'll also make a nice garden in my outside. I did everything on the soil, make everything beautiful, watering. Nothing was coming out. 1 day, 2 days, 1 week, 2 weeks, nothing was coming out. So I said, what is wrong here? So I asked my neighbor. I said, see, I am doing the same thing what you do, but nothing is coming out. What is the reason? He said, what seeds you have sown? I have not sown any seeds. Without seeds, can there be plants? Without somebody, can there be thoughts? How simple it is, my friends. Therefore, we tell you, whenever you are disturbed, instead of asking a wrong question, why he is like that, why she is like that, ask a question to yourself, who is disturbed? Then you will come to discover the one who is disturbed doesn't exist. Like the reflection of the bird in the mirror. Now that bird may do everything. Yoga, chanting, pranayam, and going Kurute Ganga Sagar Gavanam, go to the holy places, give charity. Reflection will not go. In the same manner, the one, because of what we are disturbed, find out, is that reality? This principle, how I practice in my life. You also practice. This is the only practice of knowledge. Don't have to struggle in life. It is so simple. Like the Ajyadharaya Srotasa Savam Saralachintanam Viralataha Param. Like the rivers flow without changing the gear. Natural. And if you take oil or ghee, from one pot you pour another pot, it is a continuous one. It is not broken one like the water pots. See? Exactly the same way. This is so simple. We don't have to struggle. So, one person asked me this question. Many places I go, somebody or somewhere comes and say, Swamiji, how come you are here? So I have to reply, by default. No, but I am your fan. I say, you are telling lies. No, Swamiji, I am your fan. Then why are you not moving? Switch off or what? Then, no, my question is, you move around the world, you talk on Gita, Upanishad, yoga, everything, but the people don't change. Don't you feel bad about it? See? I said, I feel bad if I want them to change. I don't want them to change. If they will change, they will become wise, where will I go? I want them to suffer so that my market is maintained. Friends, God has failed to improve us, that we want to improve others. Remember, whatever I am talking, who is the first listener? Myself. If my words do not change me, will they change others? But this is what happens. We want to change others. And who are others and who are we? We are the victims of our mind. They are the victims of their mind. Two victims trying to help each other and victimize because of that. See, friends, our complaining in this world is like an NRI driving a car in India. When he drives the car, he shouts, "Oh God, why they are here? Who are here? Buffaloes. Why they are here? Ask buffaloes, I don't know. See? Now the question is, you have a driving license or the buffaloes have a walking license? You should be perfect. Don't worry about the world. See? It is so simple, my friends. See? And with this attitude, when we start dealing in every issue of our life, we will attain a status wherein we will stop reacting in life. Only act. See? How to only act? But only act means act perfectly. Like an actor on the stage. The actor on the stage, he knows that, I don't know whether you know or not, in earlier days, maybe about 80, 90, 100 years before, 1930s or so, in India, ladies were not coming on the stage to perform. But in the dramas, the gents used to dress like the ladies and perform. So when the man is performing as a woman on the stage, that time also he knew he is a man. Exactly the same way, we all have to play our role. But when you are playing your role, no compromise with the perfection. See? There was, in a drama, a terrorist comes with a gun and shoots the other person. Tack, 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 tack. Terrorist goes away. What is expected on the stage? That the one who is shot down, he dies. On the spot, he falls down. But that actor, what he did? Instead of falling down after the shooting, he folded the newspaper properly, kept it on the table, did his lungi properly, and slowly he died. So what the audience said, acting is not good. Is it not? Therefore, what is the practice of knowledge? Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. But if that actor says, but I was not dying really, it was just fake. It may be fake, but you have to pretend that you died. In the same manner, come home from outside with a recyclable plastic flower and give to your wife, honey, darling, this is for you. And then don't throw it away, I'll require it tomorrow. See, friends, make fun of life. See, you will be all the time cheerful and happy. But we become so serious because we take these buddies as real. So we all have to play different roles. So what roles we have to play? We have to play roles at 1, 2, 3, 4 places. Somebody is elder than us. What should be our role? We are children, we are younger, we should follow, respect, revere, no argument, no shouting, no nothing. Whatever they say, go on saying yes and do whatever you have to do. Never argue with the elders. They will not understand us. Why? Old edition. They will not understand us. So don't hit your head against the wall. See? So simply say yes, 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 there will be peace. See, my son is so obedient, He doesn't argue with me anything. But he does whatever he likes, that's his issue. Then somebody younger than us, then only one way, forgive. No, forget. Mistakes are to be made by the youngsters. Elders have to forget and forgive. Net result, you are at peace. So when you respect the elders, you are at peace. When you forgive the youngsters, you are at peace. Don't we do this thing? The other day in Durban, there was one girl whom I met here in your house last year. So I don't remember her name. So she was married and she had a baby. So that baby, she came to show me, I took her. No, that baby was pulling my beard. Will I become angry with her? You don't have manners. She will do, shh. What will you do? So, forget and forgive. 3. Now 4th. Now these are 2. 3rd is our age group. In age group, be only friendly. Don't try to teach anybody anything. Be friendly. See? Friendship is pure love. And in that love, nobody is right, nobody is wrong. And when the love gets converted into relations, problems begin. See? Therefore, let love remains as love. Don't convert it into relations. See? When the boy and the girl love each other, they are wonderful. But the moment they convert that friendship into relation husband and wife, then dharma kshetre, kurukshetre, samaveda yudsavaha, the fighting begins. Tu mai. See? And the 4th people we come across in life is the unwanted, criminal and undesirable elements in the society. So what to do with them? Remain indifferent. Don't waste your time and energy on talking, discussing about them. See? Don't get lost. And therefore, social service is not spiritual life. What is social service? I want to impose my views on others. I am a student of Bhagavad Gita. If I have to do social service, what I will think? I want to see that every person in South Africa should have Bhagavad Gita in his hand. See? Normally this is what it is. Those who are the vegetarians, for them social service, no, we are promoting vegetarian, non-vegetarian. Why you worry? As long as they don't eat you, it's okay. See? It's so important, my friends. What is the net result? Net result will be you will remain at peace all the time. Yesterday I told you the highest achievement in our life is we are at peace with ourselves. Like a foolish person, when he sees a bad dream, he carries that dream in the waking. Day before yesterday I received one WhatsApp, one lady. Swamiji, don't make fun of me, don't quote my example, but last night, I had a very bad dream. One cobra came and he climbed on me and then he straight away went to my jugular vein and took it out by his fangs and started drinking the blood. Swamiji, you know what will happen? I said, this is my question. What happened to the cobra? When he has taken your blood, is he still surviving? Now, when such people come, we are happy. Why? Bakri Eid. You know what type of questions people ask us? Swamiji, why it is called as Bakri Eid? I said, come on here, I am not a Muslim, I don't know. No, you know everything, you don't. Okay, listen. What happens on Bakri Eid? One Bakra is slaughtered. Therefore, Bakri is happy. It is not a Bakra Eid. Bakri. See, friends. Therefore, when we are thus standing away, don't try to get involved with anything or anybody in this world. Be with yourself. And if we have to, like a stage on the drama, be sincere, be 100%. At the same time, after the drama is over, withdraw 100%. In other words, let us only act. Let us not react in life. And better the actor, more is the name, fame and property. If the actor is not good, people will discard him. In the same manner, what is a successful spiritual life? You don't have to go to forest. You don't have to have disciples. You don't have to have ashrams. You don't have to have anything, only common sense, which is most uncommon. Those who become miserable because of others, can there be more foolish than them? Never become miserable because of anybody. Once one of my friend in Delhi, many years before, that time I was young, and he was old. I used to call them Mama and Papa. Okay, then one day I got a message that his wife died. She was about 75, 80 and he was accordingly little elder than her. When I got the message, I could not go because my talks were going on. So I sent a message, I'll come the moment I am free from here. I went after 15 days. And after going there, we had tea, coffee and samosa, kachori, and enjoyed. And what was the topic I discussed? How the government is bad, there is everywhere corruption. The weather is also very bad. It is becoming too hot. I think some natural calamities are happening. This was the only topic I discussed. I said, now hey, I had to go, I'm getting late. When I got up and ready to go, he hugged me. He said, you are a real Swami. I said, maaf karna, what I have done mistake? He said, no. He told me this. He said, all the people who have come to meet me after the death of my wife, they will be talking about her death again and again and see that unless I cry, their visit is not successful. Everybody came and made me cry and go. But you did not make me cry. Therefore you are a Swami. But why this? I said, I got a very simple approach to life. Why? Is it necessary that when the wife dies, the husband is miserable? Maybe he is happy. See, friends, look at the life with a different dimension. So, you should enhance somebody's happiness. Don't enhance anybody's miseries. Bring him out of the miseries. See, this understanding is practice of knowledge. We must be a source of joy and happiness to wherever we go. Therefore, don't do good, just be good. See, friends, the moment we start doing good to somebody, we consider ourselves to be holier than thou. This holier than thou is the worst thing in life. You can see this in the world. I don't like this non-vegetarian people. One person was talking so bad about it, to what extent he went in a big conference he was talking. He said, whenever I see these non-vegetarian people, I feel they are a mobile graveyard of the dead animals. And all the other people, I was feeling so disgusted. See, what right you have got to talk about somebody's food habits? You are not appointed there to evaluate the world. Mind your own business. But then there is a second variety also. I am not a vegetarian. I am a vegan. Wow. Three of them. There is the fourth variety. Right? I don't take food. For last 40 days I have not taken food. 40 days you have not taken food? But how are you surviving? I take during night. What do you want to prove to whom? For what? Friends, the flower, does it try to give fragrance to anybody? The flower has fragrance. The sun doesn't give light and heat. The sun is light and heat. Therefore, just be what you are without becoming good or bad to anybody. Then what will happen? Wherever, whenever, whatever you are, be 100%. We have to fulfill our obligations in this world. As long as we are here, never accept anything free in life. Work hard, earn, produce wealth. See? When this is consciously understood and practiced, then we are practicing knowledge in life. So, first absolute self that we are, whether we want or we don't want, we are. We express through the body and become the body. This is also no option. We cannot give up body identification. After body identification, we become somebody. And this somebody is miserable. So what should be the spiritual practice? Body identification cannot be given up. Then what to do? Be very attentive. Can we do anything to change that our reflection should not come in the mirror? We cannot. Anything which stands in front of the mirror will be reflected as a reflection. Exactly the same way. We cannot live without body identification. It is natural. You can't change it. Then, what we do with the reflection in the mirror? We don't take it as real. We are somebody other than the reflection. Exactly the same way. We are someone other than the body. Because of the reflection I suffer, therefore break the mirror. No. This is what two types of people do. One type of people are those who want to live long because I am body. The other type of people are those, they want to commit suicide because I am body. Both of them are wrong. Because it is like the bird got angry with that reflection in the mirror and therefore started breaking, and it broke the mirror into 10 pieces. Oh God, now 10 of them have come. See friends, first mistake, I take body to be real. Then it is broken. Then there are many reflections. Mother, father, brother, sister, husband, wife. That one is now fragmented into many. And who are miserable? Those many. And this bird is looking, what should I do now? What should I do? Don't do anything. Relax. See, my friends, therefore, recognize two things. One, Brahma Satyam Jagan Mithya. Second, Jivo Brahmaiva Napara. These two principles, if we digest them and practice in life, this practice of knowledge becomes a great fun. It is not difficult. Let us give it a try in our next talk. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Hari Om Shri Gurubhyo Namaha. Hari Om.